Okay, I think I'm done with the setup. Should be good to go through. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all doing well this evening. It has been a minute. But yeah, as the title says, I'm just going to work on some models from the Armageddon box. I only got the Space Marine half. I don't have the Orc half. So, sadly, you're only getting half the box from me, but that's all good. Let's move over to here. Pop that up. And do I need to fix this? Maybe. This is probably stuff I should have done in the beginning, but oh well. All works out. Cool. Do I have anything really too new or something to say? Not really. I was gonna say not much really changes from stream to stream. But I hope you're all doing well. Hope your week's going well. And yeah, we got one more day until the weekend. Should be good. Should be a fun weekend for at least most people, I hope. Let's see. I wonder how many times I'm going to say let's see this entire stream. Probably a few. I would be really happy if... How's it going, Grim? There will be no blood for the Blood God. Even though, technically, yeah, this is Armageddon. I forgot what I was going to say before all that. Oh, I'd be really happy if I complete these 5 intercessors. I've done the first 5. I have 5 more to do. And then my full squad of 10's done. I have the characters built. And like I said, 5. Hey, Tyler. Well, I'm glad I could make your day a little bit better. Or at least I can try. I hope you, I hope your day and the rest of your week turns out better. Grim, what if the one I wish to offer deserves it? We don't sacrifice people here, period. Hopefully if they deserve it, they get what's coming to them. But you will not be the instrument of doing it to them. Make sure I get the mold lines. I don't usually build models very often. It's been a while since I built. I've been doing a lot of painting. And I realized how many mold lines and stuff like that I have to shave off on models. I look at my older stuff and I'm like, I didn't really clean those that well. I gotta... If I ever redo these, I gotta make sure I get them cleaned. I was gonna say, have you called your credit card company and, like, told them that it wasn't you? If you're dealing with credit card fraud, that's not good. It's not good one bit. Excuse me, I should not be doing it right now. But I just, like, finished dinner a few minutes ago, so... I am a little bit sleepy, I guess, from like food coma. You wish it was that. Yeah. I was gonna say the only problems I've ever had have been with my debit card through my bank, and it was just easy enough to close the account and get a new card, but it sucked every time. I've been through like four or five debit cards. I haven't had to change out one recently. It was back in high school when I like first got a credit card. Not credit card, debit card. Wow. Why did I say credit? I will admit, it's not looking good for the Armageddon front, at least when I've been playing in the Deathmire campaign. I've lost my 2 games for that. Funny enough, I've been playing against Imperial players. So, in the end, it's, I guess, lore-wise, still an Imperial win, but I mark it down as an Orc win because I didn't win. Oh. Okay, hold on. Grim, I'm glad you got such a big heart. How many times have you been, like, taken advantage of? I think at some point you need to stop. And one, I would not... Well, you said roommate, they're not a friend. I hope you can get it sorted. Can you take someone to court for stuff like that? I mean, no, technically you are the co-signer, so you are... Don't take legal advice. Yeah. I kind of realized halfway as I was talking, I'm like, oh, wait, you can't really win co-signing. That is a spot I missed. Oh, he's not been doing the payments and stuff. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I'd wait till tomorrow. I'd just tell him to repo it now. I mean, they might not get any... Well, if you call them tomorrow, it's going to take a bit for someone to get there. Maybe if you called them today, if there's anyone even there, they just go and, like, have it ready for tomorrow. Hey, coffee. Oh, wait, you said something else. And a more positive news, getting your first full check since your colon. Oh, nice. Ooh, nice, Grim. Very nice. I know I probably asked this Monday, but how was everyone's 4th of July? Okay, I need 42 to the head and 44. 42 is right here. And 44%. Wow. Oh, excuse me. Well, nice. It's good to have a... It's never terrible to have a nice little casual one. That's good to hear, coffee. Can I get a little bit more off that? I should buy new clippers. I think I'm getting to the point that I should... These Citadel ones, I like. They work really well as a beginner one. Much better than... Where are they? I don't think I have it on hand. There's like a cheaper pair that you can get. Ooh, yeah. That'd be cool to find out. I mean, you can always ask, like, the people... if you remember who, like, asked about it, you could just... reach out and see. Mm-hmm. I wonder if I should add any little upgrades to these once they're like done. I'm done with a few of them. I did see your update on the Grave Knight. How do you do the electronics? That's so cool. Like, I've seen people do it, and I'm curious on how... I mean, I know the inside of the Knight has plenty of open space to get, like, wires in through, but, like, is that where you put the battery pack, or is it a switch? What do you do with that? Would a file be better for this? Maybe. Ah, okay. Well, I'm really impressed by it. Be kind of cool, like, if it's finished and you got it painted, you do the LEDs, you get a little bit, like, smoke in a few spots. Oh, that looks so cool. Ooh, talking about... kind of the same topic, but also not. I want to make a little backboard for all my finished models to sit behind. And I got inspiration from someone who was doing... Monty Python Nights, like the Quest for the Holy Grail. They got a bunch of 40k nights, or just Warhammer nights in general, and it's got the Emperor like parting the clouds, looking through the back, and each one is made or based off of like one of the characters from the movie, which I haven't seen that movie. I probably should. Yeah, that'd be tough. My first thought was dry ice. Like if you got a little bit of dry ice and then did that, but then dry ice is expensive. I think it's expensive. So it might not really be worth for like a couple photos. But just cool little idea. Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail, I believe. Because it's the one that's like King Arthur and a bunch of the other... Yeah, it says, "Hi Rory, did you really have to barge in right now?" Yeah, you did? Okay. Understandable. Are you going to chill in here? You just came because I had the door shut. What? What? Oh, big boy. You big bean. Yes, you my big bean. Good boy. Yeah, you could certainly do that as well, a humidifier. Double check, make sure I'm not missing anything. I haven't watched it. I really should watch it. There's a lot of like older shows from the 90s and I'm like, oh, I really like the actors in this. And like House MD, he's in one with Mr. Beans. And I think it's, I don't know if it's a probably not Monty Python. But they play in like a it's a British TV series, that's what I remember. And they are soldiers in that TV series. And it ends with them like going over the trench, but it's a nice little comedy sketch. And it's got that good British humor in it, which I like quite, I like some British humor. The older style like that I find really funny. But it is 50-50 if it is good or not to me. And I need to shut my door because I can hear roommate stuff. Okay, I made a compromise with the dog. He wants it. He's okay with it being half shut. Hopefully the background noise isn't too much. And I got that. Okay, 46, 47, 45. I do like the I think the push fits are fine. I do like the multi-partness of proper kits and all that, but for ease of putting these together, and each of these little sculpts are unique enough that I will not complain. Yeah. You'd always expect people in a potluck to at least bring something, but not everyone does. Sometimes it's just the bare minimum. Hi. How are you, Roy? Okay. Really? I mean, it's fair enough to be angry. You're going through something that honestly sucks. So, you have every right to be angry right now. And I'd say just do what you can to, like, relax and try to enjoy the rest of your week and do something better. Just don't push yourself to the point of, like, snapping or breaking. If you can get help, get help. I know... It shouldn't be funny, but it's a little bit funny. Hi, Roy. You just keep coming in and out, in and out. Got that. Oh, yeah, I gotta do a little bit of scraping. What's up, Dorzo? How's it going? I hope everything in the, I literally forgot, I knew the word I wanted to say, and now I can't remember what it was. I hope everything in the forges goes well. That's, like, kind of weird. Oh, that is some good news. And I truly hope you mean that they are, like, good roommates someone's coming in. If I'm correct, I'll let Dorzo explain. He sent a video once of his workplace, and it made me really happy. I was very, very, very excited seeing everything run and all that stuff. Refinery. Is it that the word? No. I keep trying to think of like what the tech priests call their factories, like factorums. Is it factorums? Okay. Well, that's good. You got someone who can understand your spot and you know. I know living with sometimes you have a really good friend and when you move in together, it can change the relationship. I was lucky when I did move in with a friend. It actually, I think it made things better. We definitely had our ups and downs, but we figured it out. I try to be really easygoing and be better about it. Although I've been lucky that I've had pretty much the same roommate for almost 10 years, which has been my sister, so. But I do miss living with my old guy friend roommate. I wish, there's like a few guys I wish I roomed with. I think it would been really fun and all that stuff, but maybe what I gotta do is get a road trip planned with them and we just have like a good fun week of doing stuff. I think one of them could definitely use it. He works a lot in the summer and I think that guy needs a serious he needs serious time off. Oh yeah, send pictures whenever you can, man. No rush. Let's see, those two fit together. Yeah. To give benefit of doubt, at least he cleans, but he definitely should be contributing at least in some other parts. Some people just need to drown before they can actually swim. I've had to do that a few times for myself, and trying to think else. I'm sure there's a few people I know that this should be the case for them. I do want to state that I'm not trying to make excuses for them or anything like that. They should know better, and they need to do better for themselves. Maybe I'll have a stream where you can also paint as well, Taylor. Coffee, I don't think that's the most appropriate thing to say right now. Or in general. I always treat it like this. If you wouldn't say it in front of a 5-year-old, you don't need to say it, period. Hi, what? What's up? What's up, Rory? You keep coming in and out, in and out. What is going on? What's going on, my boy? Do not corrupt the child. Stay away from the child. I agree with that, Grim. That's what I try to be. Do I succeed every day? No. But I try. is done. Let's have a base for it. Okay, I think I gotta shut the door again. There, we got number 6 done. And move on to the next one. Okay, where's 50? 50's right here. Gotta step away for a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, content creation. You do got fall trends. I don't know where I stand with that. It's something myself that I'm not fully sure. I don't want to follow trends. I mean, eventually, in the background for a bit, I was filming myself build this box and all that, but I only had a day to do all that. How's it going, Collie? A lot of times, especially like when you're small, you might not really have the time and all that to kind of follow the trends. You can do the best you can, but you're not always going to be able to. So, but you can do the trends and also post whatever you want, and you'll find people. It'll be slower growth, but you might build a more genuine community, which I've kind of done whatever I want, and I've built a decent community. You're doing good. Got a new base stuff, so your deserts aren't so dry, and they will be lush. Nice. Gonna do some plants and all that. That might be a file. You're not the only one venting coffee. We've had a few people in the past, and even tonight. It's okay to vent, just know when you start crossing a line. Will be nice to have this box done and then get all them painted up. Yeah, it seems like that. I had a rough start to my day, I'll say, but it turned out all right. And you know what? My day's over and I get to look forward to tomorrow. And then once I'm done with tomorrow, I get to look forward to the next day. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And I get to come on here, and sometimes I get to vent and help myself, and sometimes it's you guys that get to vent. I split the box with someone. So someone wanted the orc half of the box, and I just wanted the Space Marines. Well, I wanted the Space Marine and everything else. So I split it with them. They paid... I pretty much paid $170, and they paid $130. I tried to be a chill place. That is literally half the title, is just chill. I like to think of this as a, well, it's just a place floating in the void. And I am here, and every once in a while, we get a unexpected visitor. And they come and they chill, and they're like, I like this place. And they're like, I'm glad you like it. You're welcome back anytime. And then they float on by, and sometimes I see them again, sometimes I don't. It's like an interdimensional bar, or a workshop with its garage doors wide open. I'm always working on something, but people are always coming and going. Isn't there like 20 plus Marines in that box? I know there's like a total of 60 orcs. I can give a quick count. There's 10 intercessors, so we got 10 intercessors. And how many characters do I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4 characters, so we're at 9. We're at 14. And then it's 3 Eradicators, 5 of the Vanguard veterans, and a little land speeder. So there's like close to 20. I don't think there is 20 exactly. Ooh, I got to re-glue some stuff here. This stuff broke apart. Let it break. Yeah. They've been shuffled around in the box and they've broken a few spots. Luckily, I haven't primed them yet, so I can easily fix that guy. And then we got this. By the way, all those models I showed, they do have a video. Well, I did a recording for each of their creations. So, you'll get to see how I built those guys at some point. If I ever get around to that. And I also built like the first 5 for a recording as well. But I didn't really change too much with the, at least with the intercessors I don't really change too much. I might add a few things here and there, but ain't nothing too crazy. I always thought about opening a bar at one point in my life. Or I thought I wanted to be like a chef or like a restaurant owner. Or learn bartending and do all that stuff. Kind of the same, kind of not the same. And I realized restaurant stuff not really what I thought it was, and not really what I enjoyed doing. I like the cooking and creation part, but working in a kitchen, it's a lot of prep work and then just putting and heating things up. Putting things to... Prepping things, then you're putting it together, and then you're just reheating a lot of it. And I was just like, I'm not a... There's not like any spark or stuff like that with it. I'm sure in like larger kitchens or stuff like that, it is more, not larger, fancier. It's different, but no. And then bartending, that's just a whole like other kid and caboodle. I enjoy socializing. I need to do it. I need to be better at it. I like when either myself or my friends, we do a little get together. Everyone's socializing, hanging out. I spend too much time like alone on the couch or not interacting with people. And I realized that for myself, it's not good. I know it's a problem. And when I realize like I've been alone like from everyone else for too long. I should really interact with everyone else. I go and I do start interacting with everyone else. And then I'll go and I'll step away for a little bit. And then I'll remind myself again. I actually almost made a dumb decision this past 4th of July. So I live like over an hour away from most of my friends and all that. They live in a decent sized city, but that's not important. It was 4th of July and we stayed up and hung out until like pretty much 3 o'clock in the morning. I stopped drinking long before. I'm not much of a drinker to begin with, but I stopped long before, unsure if I was to drive home or not that night. And a couple other people were like getting ready to leave and stuff like that, and some of them should not be driving. No one drove home is what I should say. At least no one that late. But I was decent enough that I drove everyone home, and it was close enough, and I was awake. And then I picked up my old roommate, and we chatted for a bit. He was trying to convince me not to drive home, and luckily I did listen to him. I did fully listen to him. I didn't drive home. I was actually going to try staying awake for like another 2.5 hours. Leave at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Once I was on my phone kind of chilling for a bit, I just got tired, laid down on the couch, didn't wake up until 8 o'clock that next morning. And I was still exhausted. I'm not much of a late night partier person. I like going to sleep at a regular time, all that stuff, but I know when I'm old and decrepit, sitting on the porch, not able to do all the things I can do now, I'll look back at that time and I'll have a smile. Oh, I'm talking about my weekend. Just chatting, making noise. But how are you doing this evening, Octopus? I am assembling 5 intercessors from the Armageddon box. I've done 5, so this wasn't all tonight, but I've done all the characters, which is 4 characters, 5 intercessors. So I'm going to try and finish the other 5 tonight. At least I'm going to hope I can. Anything to get a little bit closer. This will probably be the only stream I do on the Armageddon box, because the rest of the models I do want to paint, or I want to build and paint for videos. And to go through and download and edit a whole hour, it's going to be so much. And there's a lot of little things on here that I don't really want to have on a video. Well, you try to enjoy the rest of your night, Coffee. Hello, Rory. Are you back? Yeah, you are? You doing okay? What? Oh, Beans. If I had a third arm, I'd be petting you right now, but I don't. And I have to sacrifice one of my hands. I think it's a good sacrifice. Yeah. Oh, my boy. My beanie boy. Right? Well, yeah. Those two do go in there. Sounds good. Have you ever tried only assembling the next unit after you've completely finished the previous in the box? I find that helps me find the motivation to finish them. Are you saying like, okay, once I finished like the 10-man squad, I can then move on to something else? Or is there like something else you're trying to say? Oh, painting wise. I probably should do that. That kind of is something I try to do, but I get sidetracked very easily. And I move from like one project just over and over again, pretty much. There we go. Now those fit together. Like, it's very easy to just get sidetracked. Ooh, might have to glue that together. I should take the super glue and actually do this guy. I think out of all the ones that I have put together, this is my favorite. It's not my favorite model sculpt-wise out of the whole box, but this is definitely my favorite that I've put together. I gotta re-glue it. Ah, yeah! That is a good way of thinking of it. I switched a couple pieces on his staff and add a few things. So, I'm like very happy with him. Actually, my favorite model out of the whole box is the Ancient. I really like the Ancient. I think he's got an awesome pose. I didn't really add anything much to the model. Just in the backpack area, I added like the Inner Circle Companion little smoke thing and a little pouch part. The idea I had is that this group of Marines, or at least in general, like with my Marines, when we go on campaign, we don't know when we'll be able to resupply or be back home. So we have as many pockets and packages to bring stuff as possible, and just keep having room to collect new things. I'm going to paint them up in my chapter. I'm going to do them as my Executioners of the Abyss. I like doing at least... I don't need another captain, but yeah, I'm just going to do it this way. How are we with... Okay, let's just do it something. Yeah, I can sneak away in the back. Pack on. It's kind of crossed my mind that I should do another chapter eventually. As much as I do love painting, as much as I do love my chapter, a lot of these models might never get used in an army for them, but I really do want to use them in like some list. Also thinking that I need to build and finish some other armies I have. Like, my knights are all half finished. They really should get at least battle ready. Sorry, I was just reading your thing. Huh. I like your little, like, lore idea. Color scheme. It's easy enough to do. I'll do it with the big model. So, blue is the base. Orange for knees and other little baubles. Then we do black. I don't have a backpack on this guy, but on the backpack, it is black with orange on the little bits. All Aquila, stuff like that, is done in cobalt silver or cobalt metal. And then I do green for the eye lenses. This one, it's the plasma. So, thank you. His name is Big Jim. We all love Big Jim here. He has some lore from a previous crusade and all that stuff. And I'm very happy and proud of him. I want to get him back on the table at some point. He needs a little bit of a touch-up. Some of the paint's rubbing off on him. I might actually play that to his advantage and make it a little bit more, like, worn. Ooh, that could be fun. As the paint kind of falls off, it just gets... You add more silver on top. Ooh. I mean, eventually you just have a full silver model, but... I think that could be fun. But yeah, Big Jim's full name is, Jimothy Big Backton. And he's named Big Jim because I swear the Space Marine 2 community called the Dreadnoughts in that Big Jim, and that's just in my head, like, what he is. Besides that, I don't really have any lore for who Big Jim was before being put into a Dreadnought. Maybe Big Jim was always a Dreadnought. Maybe he was a failed neophyte, and they're like, let's throw him in a Dreadnought, see what happens. And he's just been in a Dreadnought ever since. I had the idea of what if I made Big Jim the Chapter Master? I'm like, no, he's not the Chapter Master. I'm sure there are some homebrew chapters and stuff like that that have that as a rule, but like your Chapter Master being a Dreadnought, I feel like it would be such a hard thing to do though, lore-wise, because Chapter Masters have to do so much, and being in a Dreadnought is such a trip. I will say Big Jim always protects his little brothers. He has protected his brothers all the way through. Actually, my favorite bit of lore from him is from a crusade. I was playing against Tau, and our main mission was to, like, grab an objective, hold on to it by the end of the game. You score like 5 points for holding it. And I got pretty much tabled. The only models I had left were like 5 intercessors that I had back into my home objective, or back into my home area, hiding. And I had him left. And I had Big Jim left. And he survived. It's where I learned that Redemptor Dreadnoughts can, like, reduce the damage on incoming attacks, like, I think by 1. And he pretty much survived the last round, like, turn 5, I think. He survived it on 1 wound. And the intercessors never got touched. Will that ever happen again? No. But he has that as his lore now. And it will live forever in my head. Yours is from Leviathan. Had the lore being that he only survived from a expedition to retrieve it after the Tyranids in the box ate the last occupant. He's a big old Tyranid hunter now. Yeah, we like that. That's the Ballistus Dreadnought, right? That's the full shooty one. That's the only Dreadnought I don't have. I want to get it. I'm like, I don't need it. I need, okay. I do need more tanks. I have a lot of infantry. There was a box that came out. The paint schemes on it were Imperial Fist and Black Templar. It's 2 Repulsor Executioners and a Redemptor and a Ballistus Dreadnought. There's 1 box left at my local game store. It's 270 and I really want it, but I can't convince myself to spend $270 right now on it. I could risk my paycheck next week and do it. Oh, that's awesome. I love when stuff like that happens. Ooh, actually, I've had 2 games where I've had, it's the Lion specifically. The Lion was a badass character. But my last game, I lost the Lion in turn 2. He did kill a Repulsor Executioner. It wasn't a full health one, but he did kill it by himself. But then I lost the Lion to like 3 things of shooting. No, he survived the shooting on 1 wound, and then he died in melee. But then I spent the rest of the game trying to rack up points and kill my opponent's other tanks. I was playing my 2,000 point list. I was playing against a Black Templars list that was running the Iron Warriors detachment. And then, like, something about, like, the Black Templar one. It's like Living Saint or something like that. Anyway, after that, I killed an Impulsor and his other Executioner. Yeah. I killed both of those in melee. I did one with the Terminators, and then I did the other one... Actually, the other one I blew up with a Gladiator Lancer that I still had on hand. I lost that game. That was a 48-74 game. I was playing Priority Asset. My opponent was playing Purge the Foe. So he would literally just score up in points for killing my stuff and being on objectives. The last turn we played, he jumped up in points quite a bit. He maxed out on primary and got 17 on secondary. He scored a lot. Is what it boils down to. I knew it was going to be tough for me no matter what. I probably could have played it a little bit better. But now I know I need to switch out some models now. So as much as I just finished both Deathwing Knight models, as I just finished both Deathwing Knights, Knight units, that's what I'm going to say, I'm probably going to remove one of them, give myself back another 260 points, and I'm going to add in a repulsor, and then I gotta find something worth 80 points to bring in. Don't know if I'll still stick with Gladius or if I'll switch to a different one. I'm unsure. How's it going, hi? Yes. How's it going, Hikins? Well, I hope you're doing well this evening. You found Black Templars to be a really killy and decently tanky. Yes. A little bit glass cannon-y. Really depends on how you like use it. He was really scary with those tanks, and then the little bit of melee. Melee was scary, but it wasn't as scary as my melee can be. I'm playing way more of a melee army than a shooty army, and I think I need to do something better. What's up, Jack? Welcome to stream. Oh, we just cut off a lot right there. Are NIDs the winners or losers in the game? Losers, okay. They're mostly the losers. That's still a bit of a gap. I can close that up with my plastic glue. Well, if you do get Discord and you're able to show it, I look forward to seeing it. No pressure if you can't. But glad that you got your first model done. I'm just gonna hold that together. Well, that glues together. I've had that happen to me before. But it's just how it goes. And put that shut, put that there. And we got another one done. Hey Tyler, how's it going? I wish they put the pins for these in a little bit better spot for the feet. Well, thank you, Octopus. I hope your evening goes well as well. Hey, it happens. It's okay being slow. Cool. Now I got that done. I've been slow to get this built. I did this like 3 weeks ago, something like that. Probably asleep. I'd assume asleep. Excuse me. I'm asleep. I'm definitely going to be passing out at some point. 57. There. Do. Hello. I need 58. Why is the head way over there? That's a smart man. Follow that rule. Finish up your current project before you even move on to your next one. That's a rule that I really should live by. I don't. Well, then that means that gives you a goal. You gotta finish it quickly so you can get that. It just gives you a goal to work towards. That's what I'll say. I mean, it might run out on GW, but... Okay. You can't hang your minis unless your friend is over because he's moving soon. You got the 10th edition starter set for you and him, and you're doing it together. And you don't like building minis. If there's like a connection point like this on it, I do clear it till it's flat. Either with my hobby knife, or I'll take this little stick and sand it flat. And I just make it smooth enough. Sometimes, if you do roughen it up, actually, I think it adheres better to the base, but since I'm not gluing this, it's not really that much of an issue. So like, yeah, this is like the two ways I do it. I'd say so, but you can also look on eBay if it does go out of stock. Like, tell your dad, like, hey, let's go to eBay, see if we can find it for, like, a little bit cheaper when you are done with your stuff. And then you can buy it there. Because just because it goes away on GW site doesn't mean that's away on every site. That is very true. Did I do this one? I don't think I did. Let's get this. Honestly, as much as we do call it a pile of shame, we really should call it a pile of potential. Warfire minis. Okay. Might have to look into that one for myself. Is your friend moving very far away, or is he just like moving somewhere else in town? Or city, I guess. I'd assume far away if like... the 2 boxes of Space Marines you started collecting Necrons from before. Damn. You guys won't be close to each other anymore. Excuse me. Okay. I'll pop over because I got a few notifications in Discord. Can definitely do that. I like the color scheme, the red and black. Really nice. Let's rehide the battery. Ah, okay, Grim's not here anymore, but that makes a lot of sense. How's it going, Overseer? Good to see you here. I was gonna say, can you even like see inside the cockpit when it's fully assembled? Now it is 1661. Need 61. Am I blind? I might be blind. I have a 68. Where's 61? Well, it's 77. There it is, right up at the top. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Even if I don't finish all 5, we made some good progress. We're gonna finish. We'll finish 3. I'll probably have more than 3 done. But this always takes so long. It's just the clipping and then the scraping. I'm glad I got y'all here to keep me entertained. If not, I'd have my headphones in just listening to YouTube, and I'd eventually probably distract myself and just play Minecraft the rest of the evening. I'll look at it in a moment. Yeah. Ooh. What is the tank design so far? Ruby. Hi, Ruby. We gotta get you away from Tau and join something else. We will strap you down and we will make you join whatever other faction than the greater good. No, Mouse is on the stream. I was gonna say Mouse is here. He's sitting right next to me. You're painting the tracks, body, and plasma cannon. The cannon is still a work in progress, though. Ooh. Okay. You're like Dora the Explorer. Can you see the mouse? Where? Mouse, no mousing. Did I miss anything? He's not playing a video game. He's on stream with me chilling. It's watching over you guys, deciding which one of you gets the ban hammer. No. No, he would never play that. The only way he'd play a video game version of Magic the Gathering is on Tabletop Simulator. It can be, depends. I know for some people it's fun. It's 50-50 when I have fun with it. Some games I can have a lot of fun, and some games not so much. Ooh, recently I played a game and I used my Dragon deck in it. I was kind of surprised I actually won. I don't usually win with Dragon. I call it my 50-50 janky deck because it's, besides Panlaza, it's the only deck I fully built myself, like from the ground up. Like with Panlaza, I literally bought the Precon and just switched out a few cards. Dragon, I straight up pulled every single card I had and bought cards, and I built it myself. But it was fun. We had one person just tap themselves out and killed themselves for some reason. I forgot why another person killed themselves, and then I killed the last person with... Yeah, I pulled Dragon out, and like I had two other dragons, and I just swung. You're being a good brother. I know someone might. Nah, who cares if someone makes fun of you for it? Good night, Tyler. It's good to have you here for a bit. Finally peek. Here it is. Hold on. King things. Reset up. You finally beat Godric, the Grafted at 4 AM today. What was it, Dark Souls? I haven't played any of the Dark Souls game. Or any Souls like in general. Well, good night, Jack. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And yeah, if we see you in the future, we see you in the future. The fire ring. Why am I thinking Elden Ring? It feels more like a Elden Ring thing than a freaking Dark Souls. I mean, I know it's the same company that makes it, not the same universe though. Oh, there's a little eagle on that knife. It's cool. Oh, I see Fire Ring. You typed in Fire Ring, not Elden Ring. Chat changed it, yes. We will blame YouTube for that. Oh. See, what I see is like a Japanese symbol and then the fire ring. Is there Japanese, Mandarin, something like that? It translated it? How's it going, Ruler? How do I pronounce your full name? Ruler of Randomness. That's what it is. Okay. I hope you're doing well this evening. Not sure if you've just been chilling and showing what I was seeing, or if you're greeting and all that. I'll stop. Sometimes I do end up sticking to these a little bit. Nice, nice. Get anything good? Got Turbo Dork for $2 a bottle. Ooh, nice. There's dog hair all over the place in here now. Don't sit like that? I think it does sit like that. I like this pose on this guy. I like these more like aggressive, like fearsome poses. The Space Wolves have a lot of models like that. Their Blood Claws and everything have these very like fierce, aggressive look. I gotta look through all my intercessors. I think out of all of them, this guy is kind of taking the spot as my favorite. I don't know, just something about the pose. And they got a cool pose like this. It is... I do need to plastic glue it a little bit. There's a few parts on here that are... It's got a bit of a gap in places. Close the gap there. At least I can try to. And then I don't think it will work the way I'm hoping it will. I should get some, oh, what do they mix, like, sprue goo. That's something of. I should get sprue goo at some point. I know I can make it. I never get around to actually, like, using it. He almost deserves, like, the sergeant markings more than the other guy that's the sergeant. Ooh. That's always tough, because I do have a sergeant made. Where is he? Hold on. One of these guys is missing some stuff on them. Let me get on here and then I will. I had a cool little thing I was doing with one of them. If it broke off when I was moving the boxes around, then I gotta fix it and go back to doing that. Let's see. You don't. Yeah, you don't got the markings of super glue ever being on you. You don't either. Well, that's number 3 there. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I am missing a guy. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, he's off his... No, he's off. He's missing his arm. Where'd his arm go? Oh no! Oh, there it is. Found it. Nah, yeah, this guy's just as cool as the knife dude. Yeah, I like the 2 of those. This is the sergeant for the 10-man squad. It is a little bit gooey because he used super glue on this part here. But I'm considering this guy to be a part of my initial intercessor squad that I have built. The chain links, in my mind, are every brother that he has lost in his squad. So he's lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brothers in his whole squad. I've had a few times where the squad in like Crusades have been wiped down to like one dude and he's survived, or a couple like times in game 2 where it's like the whole squad but one guy gets wiped. That's always the sergeant at the end. So I'm like, let's have that actually be represented in an upgraded model. No, you don't go there. You go there. This is your half the squad. What do we got for time? We got 20 minutes. Do I call it here, or do I try to do another? Next one's just a shooty guy. I'll call it here. It's almost 10. I should get some sleep. So I'll do my little spiel and then we'll be good. So, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I try to stream 3 days a week, starting at 7 p.m. EST to about 10. Usually kind of depends on my schedule and stuff like that. If you want to be part of the community a bit more and show off your own models or creations or other hobbies you're into, because it's not just Warhammer that I want to do on here. There's other little hobbies I want to do eventually. Either be like blacksmithing, carpentry, cosplay stuff. I have a Discord. It is in the video and channel description. It is completely free to join. Yeah, just come there and share off your stuff and talk with myself or some other really cool people in there. If you want to support the channel a bit more monetarily, I do have a Ko-Fi or Coffee account you can donate to. Everything you donate in there goes directly back into the channel. So that's for buying either supplies, models, getting enough money to hire an editor for videos eventually one day. Yeah. But with that all being said, you don't have to do any of that. Just having you here, hanging out, being a part of the community, it's more than enough. I just get on here to hang out with people and try and get my stuff built and hopefully painted. So, with that being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.